You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Seth Peterson.
Hi, I'm Tippi Hedren.
I'm Rhonda Schwartz.
I'm Josh Roberts.
This is Jessalyn Gilson.
Hello, I'm Victor Webb.
Hi, this is Charlotte Ross.
Hi, this is Ed Begley Jr. What's up, you guys? This is AJ from the Backstreet Boys.
Hi, this is Shannon Elizabeth, and you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
Talking Pets.
And you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talking Pets
Talking Pets.
with Jon Patch.
Jon Patch.
You're listening to Talkin' Pets with Jon Patch.
Hello, America, and welcome to Talkin' Pets with your host, Jon Patch. Join Jon and his expert guests with all of your pet questions, concerns, comments, and stories. Now it's time for Talkin' Pets with your host, Jon Patch.
And welcome to Talkin' Pets, heard coast to coast on your favorite radio station. This is Talkin' Pets, and I'm your host, Jon Patch. Joining us from Hillsborough County Animal Services is
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
And also joining us, Director of HCC Veterinary Tech Program here in Tampa Bay, Florida,
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
The show is produced by Ms. Jenna Winters.
Hello.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
You look good.
Thank you. We're getting it worked out.
The show is also produced by Matt at Business Talk and Lifestyle Talk Radio Networks, who welcome your calls and questions at 866-606-TALK. That's 866-606-8255. You know him, you love him. He was the runner-up on Season 4 American Idol. Mr. Bo Bice is going to be joining us. He's going to be talking about a special thing that he's doing right now out of Nashville. It's called CMT Camp Nashville, country music's first multi-artist fantasy camp. We're going to be talking about that and a couple of other things in Bo Bice's life. So if you've got a question for Bo Bice, give us a call. 866-606-TALK. Once again, I'm Jon Patch.
Lisa Santonzi.
And Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
And this is Talkin' Pets. Pick up the phone, give us a call at 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. You are listening to Talkin' Pets. In the background, you're listening to Mr. Bo Bice. We're going to welcome him on to the program here. We've got a couple of things to talk with Bo about. Hey, Bo, welcome to the program, Talkin' Pets. Mr. Bo Bice, how you doing? Welcome to Talkin' Pets.
I'm doing well, John. Thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, man, it's always a blessing to get to talk to you, man.
You know, it was nice because the last time that you were with us, you know, right off the bat, actually, I think your wife was pregnant with Caleb.
Yeah.
So
Caleb, yeah, that's been a little bit, yeah, about a year, yeah.
A year old now, Caleb is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, well, 7-something months. He's getting so big, man. That's great.
Well, he's got a brother, too, right, Aiden?
That's correct. Aiden's the oldest, and so they get along pretty well. You know, I can't complain.
So you're looking like you're just like starting on to your own band right there, you know?
That's right. We're getting close, man. We need just maybe 1 or 2 more members.
I'll join. I can't play anything, but I'll join. I'll stand there with the tambourine.
That's right. You can play cowbell.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I want to talk to you about the Camp Nashville. First off, I want to introduce you to Vince Santonzi and Lisa Santonzi. They're sitting in with us, and of course, Jenna Winters.
Hi,
say hi, guys.
Hey, Bo.
How are y'all three
We
doing?
hear you're an animal lover.
I am. I have several animals. That's right.
Well, we love you for having the animals.
Do you travel with one, Bo?
My bulldog, Sally, she goes everywhere that I go pretty much. She's like my little shadow. So she stays on the road with us. She's our piece of home away from home. And then we have our oldest dog, Gracie, who's really my wife's dog more than anything. We got her together. That was our first kid. And then we have a few cats, too. We have 3 cats.
Well, congratulations on the house full. So, I mean, if you run short on kids or family, I mean, you can pull in the dogs and cats to play some instruments. I'm sure they do better than I do anyway, so.
That's all right. Keep practicing.
You know, I want to ask you about the CMT Camp Nashville. It's country music's first multi-artist fantasy camp. Can you fill us in about this? Now, I understand is it 100 people get to participate in this camp?
I believe it was the first 100 people that signed up. Got the opportunity to be a part of it. And it's really a cool event. You know, they've done it before, I think, with, you know, VH1 did one, and this is the first ever one in Nashville. So it's really cool. You know, people like Phil Vassar and you know, Henry Paul and myself, and there's just several of us that are all going to be mentors, if you want to call it, for this event. So for me, it was really just exciting to be able to do what I wanted to start a school that gives guitar lessons and different aspects of music. And so this is a nice little way to get my feet wet and to really get to give back to people, that are trying to familiarize themselves more with music and the things to do with the music business.
That's the thing that I liked about you, Bo. When you were on American Idol on season 4, and even the last time you were on the show with us, you're a very down-home and down-to-earth guy.
Oh, well, thank you. It's pretty easy to keep your head on a swivel when you got kids and and the things that kind of get you. That's really what's the most exciting part of my life, John. I'll be honest with you, my friend. It's been the Lord has blessed me with more than I ever deserved, and to have the opportunity to do what I love for a living and to have played and met my heroes, and it's the biggest part of music is to be able to pass the love of it on. So that's the exciting part for me, to be there doing the Camp Nashville thing.
I remember on season 4 on American Idol, because I'm a huge fan of the show, when you were on there, and I think it was Leonard Skinner you met.
Mm-hmm.
Which
yeah.
you were just like a kid in a candy store that night.
I couldn't quit smiling. People said that. Some of my buddies said, I don't think that night that were hanging out with me, they said they just never saw me stop smiling. And I think that's pretty true. It was the same with Skinner as it was with Willie Nelson when I got to play with Willie, and so many of my heroes. So I just have, man. I've been blessed to have a lot of cool opportunities.
Now, with Camp Nashville, with all these people that participate, you said the first 100 to get to participate in this. What exactly are they going to be doing at this camp?
I believe, the whole goal is it's a 4-day event, and we are, going to team up, and then each team, the mentors have a group, and not really a team, it's just a group that play music, and we're going to write music, play the songs after we write them, kind of, get them ready to perform, and then there's a performance, and then the winner of all this thing, if you want, everybody's a winner, but the person that's going to move on and get to open for Lady Antebellum is going to be the group that comes up with the best song and then the best performance. And so it's not really a contest, but it is a contest. It's a bunch of folks that are just, getting together to have fun playing music and with some of their idols and stars. So it's really going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I've got a couple other questions for you. So, Bo, can you hold on for a little bit?
Yeah, most certainly, man.
We're speaking with Bo Bice from American Idol. Of course, his last album that came out was See the Light. I understand he's working on a third album coming up. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. If you want to find out more information about CMT Camp Nashville, you can check them out on the web at campnashville.com, or you can give them a call at 615-254-2315. That's 615-254-2315. If you've got a question for Bo Bice or a comment, give us a call at 866-606-TALK. That's 866-606-8255. Once again, I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
And you're listening to Talkin' Pets. Pick up the phone, give us a call, 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. Bo Bice will be with us for a couple more minutes.
Talkin' Pets. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Hey, ready to take a walk? Not just you, but the whole family. It's the 2009 Whisker Walk, Sunday, June 7th from 11 to 3 at the Lancaster Fairground in Lancaster, Massachusetts. Pet owners and animal lovers walk to lend a paw to benefit the animal shelters and pet charities they love. Come see exhibits, demonstrations, educational programs, special attractions, product giveaways, entertainment, auctions, raffles, food, fun, and things for adults and kids to see, do, and buy, both human and pet related. Whisker Walk 2009, a fun day for everyone. For more information, log on to whiskerwalk.org.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do, and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. Oh Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand This is the place for a special paparazzi treat, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Once again, you're listening to Talking Pets. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
You got a full house here on Talking Pets. We're also speaking with Mr. Bo Bice. This is him that's singing in the background. If you'd like to get his CD, still in stores. It's called See the Light. You can check it out. Bo, is it true that you're working on a third album now?
I am, and you can visit BoBice.com and check out, some of the new stuff that's going to be popping up here and there. But yeah, it's been really such a cool ride for me because, I was able after Idol to, start my own record label and build my own recording studio. And See the Light was my freshman really effort at doing it my way. So that one, it was an indie CD. We sold 150,000 units of that, and so we were proud of that. That's a success when it comes to an indie label, and we're working on our second release, which is it's going to be a live CD. It's called I Love the Road, and it has some studio music as an EP. That comes with it. And we've got all kinds of cool video footage. And, we were over in Iraq and Afghanistan 2 different times last year. And so it's got some of that footage and some music videos and things like that. So, we're big into supporting our troops and the people that keep us free. I'm actually at a National Guard event right now that we're doing tonight. This will be the second year in a row that we've got to do it, and from what I've heard, we're the only act that's ever been asked to come back. So we're honored to be able to come and do stuff for our troops and for not just the troops, but the men and women that serve our country. Police officers, EMTs, and so many fine folks that do so much for us. But we do love our troops, man, and God bless each one of them and bring them home safe.
No, that you can't say it any better. And I've got my cowbell packed, and I'm going to go on the next one with I'll sit there and ring the cowbell. Now, speaking of a cowbell, with these people with CMT Nashville, with the Camp Nashville, they don't necessarily have to play an instrument. I mean, they could bang a cowbell, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point of this is, whether they're an advanced musician or there's somebody that just wants to live out their country fantasy, being a country star. That's a pretty cool thing. If I could sign up and live like that for 4 days, that's definitely a fantasy camp. So I'm honored to be a part of it. Anything that we can do here for Nashville. I'm an Alabama boy, and Nashville's just up the road from us, as we say, and so many legends have made this town what it is, and I'm just honored to live in such a wonderful city and here in the South, and to a place where they really do cater to their artists. And, so it's a very special event, and I hope this is just my first of many to get to do this.
Yeah, I love Nashville too, Bo. I lived there. It's been about 20 years, but 20 years or so ago, and what a real thriving, happening place it was at that time. We used to spend. I lived just outside of Nashville, and we spent all our weekends. In fact, I used to do. Well, back at the time, I think there was only one comedy club. I used to do stand up at Zanies.
Zanies. Yeah.
I'm not even sure. Is that still there?
Yeah, I go there and see a friend of mine, Brian Posehn, when he comes into town. Brian Posen, excuse me, but every time he comes into town to Zanies, him and my buddy Jackie Martling, I make it a chance to go down there and see him.
I think that was the only one in town. I used to go up to Zanies and on open mic nights and on weekends, and I used to do some improv at. I'm sure this place is not there anymore, but maybe it is. It was called the World's End Theater. And I have some real fond memories of Nashville. What a great place. Haven't been back, but I'd love to get back there in the near future if I could.
Well, when you're in town, just give my friends a holler, and I'll be glad to take you out, and we'll get a bite to eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Bo, hold on for a couple more minutes. I got one or two more questions for you, and we come back.
10-4.
Once again, we're speaking with Bo Bice. You can check him out, of course, at bobice.com. He's got some tours coming up, and if you want to check out his music, you could do so on there. There's a lot of information. Actually, there's a lot of photographs and pictures. I've been on there. You can spend all day looking at his website, so it's bobice.com. Of course, if you want to find out more information about CMT Camp Nashville, country music's first multi-artist fantasy camp, you can go to campnashville.com. Or you can give them a call at 615-254-2315. If you've got a question for Bo, give us a call at 866-606-TALK. That's 866-606-8255. Once again, I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
And Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
866-606-TALK. This is Talkin' Pets.
Hour's Talking Pets news from the USA Today. Live from the ranch, here's your host, Jon Patch.
Out of Anchorage, Alaska, a man climbed a tree to dodge a black bear on a Woodland City trail. Charles Lamb told police he was forced up a tree by a large black bear, but was able to get the attention of people walking with dogs, and the dogs chased off the bear. Vince?
Out of Boise, Idaho, a state lawmaker wants horse slaughterhouses to operate again in the U.S. to deal with the glut of unwanted horses as a result of the recession. Representative Thomas Lurcher drafted a non-binding request to Congress backing their return. So there's a market for horses people can't afford to feed. It's interesting, we see a lot of unwanted pets as a result of these difficult economic times as well, and apparently they're seeing that with horses.
It's amazing though with the horse situation. I mean, I think they're one of God's most beautiful creatures.
They are.
I mean, just to look at them, they're so majestic and they're so beautiful. I would imagine Bo's probably around them all the time, but I wish I was. But the thing is that, I've seen so many stories where if they don't slaughter them here in the United States, they'll ship them over to, like, Mexico and all and slaughter them there. It's really horrific, actually, the way they treat them. Out of Rockford, Illinois, police are looking for a man who shot an acquaintance in the head while aiming for a stray dog. Sergeant Milo Sheffel said the shooting appears to have been accidental. There were reports the dog was bothering people, but the shooter missed it. The victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening wounds. That's just amazing. Somebody's like shooting a gun in a neighborhood, let alone at a poor dog. Call animal control. But here you got people standing around, and all of a sudden, bang, someone gets shot. Just when will they learn? Will they?
I don't think so. That's something that we see. You probably see quite a bit of that.
Gunshot wound. Dogs wounded by gunshots brought into animal services, and fortunately our investigators take their job very seriously, and often we're able to prosecute people for that.
Actually, that's one thing too, is that you see a lot more, for animal cruelty, you do see a lot more jail time now and fines, so people need to beware. I mean,
Absolutely.
And people are reporting people more often when they see abuse, which is a good thing.
Yeah, in Hillsborough County last year, I think over 120 people were prosecuted by the county for animal cruelty.
So times that with the 50 states, it's amazing, actually. Once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
Pick up the phone, give us a call, 866-606-TALK. You can check out our websites at talkinpets.com or myspace.com/talkinpets.
Talkin' Pets. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Greetings, human. What planet am I on?
Welcome to Pet Planet. Here's a copy of Pet Planet magazine, Florida's most informative and fun pet resource magazine. It features heartwarming stories and informative articles from local and national pet experts.
Excellent.
Pet Planet magazine offers Operation Planet Rescue, helping rescued pets find new homes. And it's available at 500 locations in South and Central Florida and 24/7 on the internet at petplanetmagazine.com. If you're out and about with your pet, you may be featured in Paparazzi, candid pictures of you and your pet. For up-to-date pet-friendly events, activities, and pet-related services and products, Pet Planet Magazine is your final destination.
I shall take this magazine home with me.
Back to your home planet?
No, to my condo in Boca.
Pet Planet Magazine. Check them out at www.petplanetmagazine.com or 352-394-8578. It's out of this world.
New York, the glitz, the glamour, the exciting Mutt-tropolis, the sparkling kitty city that never sleeps. Join us each week for Pets in the City with your host, Diane West. Celebrity pet sightings, hot events, and news and reviews with the hottest movers, shakers, and tail waggers in New York. So take a bite out of the Big Apple with Pets in the City every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
This has to be like one of my favorite songs that Bo does. So, I mean, Jenna's picking the music, so good choice on this one, Jenna. This is one of my favorites. Once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
And we're speaking with none other than himself, Mr. Bo Bice. This is his music that you're listening to in the background. You can find it in your stores out there, of course. Mr. Bo Bice, and he is working on a third album, so stay tuned for that one coming out. But as we say goodbye to Mr. Bo, there's a couple more questions that I have for you, Bo Bice. What is the date on this CMT Camp Nashville? Is it May 21st?
I believe that is the date. Yes, you're going to have to excuse me for my ignorance on the exact date. But I believe you are correct. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's 4 days, May 21st through the 25th. And then it's in Music City, of course.
That's correct, right here in Nash Vegas, man.
Now, people, again, can check it out and find out more information by going to campnashville.com, or they can call 615-254-2315. And, before we say goodbye, Bo, there's one or two more questions. Of course, I said on your website, bobice.com, people can check out, like, when you're on tour and what's going on in Bo's world, correct?
That's right, man. I think that they know more about me there at my website than I do, It's really an interactive site, so we have a lot of fans that put up pictures, and they do their own little blogs. Obviously, I do my blog and things like that and put up videos. But our fans are very, very cool, and they keep us, they really keep that site thriving, too. So we love our peeps. That's what they're called, the Bo Peeps.
You were actually down in Orlando recently, weren't you, for I think it's called Disney's Idol Experience?
That's right. We had a blast down there. We got to hang out at Disney, and my son went, my oldest, Aiden, and so we had a really good time. It was a lot of fun just to get to see my old Idol buddies and spend time with them. But also, my son, I was doing an interview earlier last week, and I told him my son finally thinks I'm cool. I've played with Leonard Skinner and all of my heroes and all these great folks. But I got to meet Mickey Mouse and Goofy, so I'm at the top of the charts.
There you go. Do you still now you were runner-up in season 4 to Carrie Underwood. Do you still speak with Carrie a lot?
I don't get to speak with her a lot. I get to see her at events and things. So, but I do. I love Carrie so much. She's such a sweetheart, and I'm so proud of her for her success. And it really is. Idol changes people's lives. Mm-hmm. You'll never hear me say a bad word about those folks, man. I owe them a huge debt of gratitude, and I love them all a lot.
It's definitely a true American dream. There's no doubt about that. Do you think that with Idol, do you think they're getting a little bit more cruel, though? That's the big thing in the media now, that Simon's getting a little tough.
Yeah. Well, I think it's always changing. It's going to be an ever-changing thing. I don't think anybody can think about what's next, or if it's, but it is kind of weird or not weird. I think it's a testament to the show that, when I went on it, I considered it a pop show. Mm-hmm. And now 8 seasons removed, it's had pop winners, rock winners, country winners.
Right.
Christian rock, R&B winners. So now the show, I think, has become so universal in this genre that it's no longer a pop show, and people, they can't really knock it because there's a lot of fans of it.
Well, Bo, as always, it's great speaking with you. We got about 30 seconds, but real quick, can you say who's your choice for this season? Do you have one?
I don't, because I haven't had a whole bunch of time. I've been slammed in the studio. My wife and I she watches it every single time it's on, so she's filling me in. I was really thinking that the cat Danny is
Danny
there.
Goki is really good. We got to cut out, Bo, but I want to say thanks so much for joining us and give our best to your family and all your pets.
Thank you, man. Y'all keep safe.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Pet Life Radio presents Paranormal Pets, where you can always expect the unexpected. Each week we'll discuss all aspects of weird or spiritual animal encounters, ghosts, totems, psychic animals, animal souls, animal angels, and animals in religion, with a little cryptozoology thrown in. Step into the supernatural world of pets with your Paranormal Pets ghostly host, Dusty Rainbolt, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Your pets are dangerous, and you could end up in the ER. No, not what you think. With the Talking Pets News Brief, I'm Jenna Winters. Roughly 240 Americans wind up in emergency rooms every day for sprains, fractures, or other injuries from a fall caused by a dog or cat. Researchers at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said dogs and cats account for 88% of all fall-related injuries in emergency departments. Nearly 8 million people are treated in the emergency room each year for falls, and the CDC researchers wanted to know how many of them were caused by pets. They searched 5 years of emergency room data on injuries from a national sample of hospitals in the U.S. They looked for fall-related injuries using search terms like pet, dog, cat, puppy, or kitten. Overall, dogs or cats caused an estimated 86,600 falls per year, the CDC said in its weekly report on death and disease. Women are 2.1 times more likely to have a pet-related fall than men, they said. Tripping seems to be the biggest risk. About 31% of dog-related and 66% of cat-related injuries were caused by tripping. Another 21% of dog-related injuries occurred when people fell after being pushed or pulled by dogs. The CDC said pet owners need to be aware that their furry friends can cause accidents. They recommended pet obedience training to reduce fall-related injuries. Be careful out there. With the Talking Pets News Brief, I'm Jenna Winters.
Oh, come on, everybody. Chime in. I know you know this song.
Well, I know enough about country music to know that that's not Bo Bice.
No. That's actually Leanne Rimes.
Oh.
So I thought it was an appropriate song to, like, pets tripping everybody, so... Oh, finally. Yes. I've been playing with my computer over the break, and it's finally working! So I was falling to pieces, but now I'm pulled back together. Actually, I was cut up to pieces recently. Not to make a joke on that one, but yeah, you guys didn't know I had the open heart.
No. How you doing now?
Doing good. Doing good. Actually doing much, much better. Feeling good. You know, I'm kicking.
John, I'm just amazed because you look so young and strong and healthy.
My
and
dad.
I just cannot imagine.
You know, heredity is a big thing, I guess, you know.
Yes.
So my dad, same age as me, ended up having open heart, and so I did too. You know, that, and I guess, you know, working in this business and broadcasting, I work a lot. I work 6 days a week, so, and, you know, I pretty much sometimes put in, you know, I'm not looking for pity, so put your violins away, but like 16 hours a day sometimes. And it's just, you know, you go, you know what it's like, you're doctors, and it's go, 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 and my eating habits have not exactly been the best, so that's what I have to change. So high cholesterol will just kill you. Shut up, Jenna.
Did you just equivocate being a radio host and being a doctor? I'm just asking.
Like
I don't know if they're the same thing.
I was referring to a lot of hours and just working a lot.
Stress.
Oh, okay.
And stress.
Okay. Because I was like, I've never personally saved anybody's life while on the air, so I'm just checking.
I'm sure you.
Well, if I keel over, you know, because of stress,
I will save you.
You might have to give me mouth to mouth, Miss Jenna.
I will gladly save you if that is the case.
Well, we'll have to make sure it's on the webcam when you're giving me mouth to mouth.
Only if the webcam is on, though. If it's not.
Yeah, if it's not, just let me die. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. Dr. Lisa Santonzi and Dr. Vince Santonzi are with us. If you've got a medical question or a behavior question, the lines are open. So pick up the phone, give us a call. We were just speaking with Bo Bice. You know, as we said, his album's out there. Number one was the Real Thing. That's still out in stores. And, of course, See the Light was his latest album. He is working on a third one. By the way, if he has 2009 13-month Bo Bice calendars, and he's got a couple left, and if you purchase one, your name will be entered into the drawing to win Bo's beautiful Baden D-style mahogany guitar played on his 2008 tour. So you can take part in that as well. You can go to bobice.com, and if you want to find out more information about CMT Camp Nashville, country music's first multi-artist fantasy camp, you can go to campnashville.com, or you can give them a call at 615-254-2315. Personally, I've never been to Nashville. We're carried in Nashville, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, actually, and you've been to Nashville.
Great town.
I've always wanted to see it.
Yeah,
So
it's a very cosmopolitan town, and I lived on the outskirts, and we were able to get our mountains fix, our country fix, and then go in and get a city fix on the weekends. It's just a really
you need
great
that
place.
fix apparently.
Every once in a while. I can't live out in the woods.
Did you know this about him, Lisa?
Yes. He's a nature freak, but he also likes museums and cosmopolitan stuff.
And Nashville's got it all.
Well, I know you were psyched too when Bo Bice was on with us because he was doing a lot for the troops and everything.
Absolutely.
And you're an Army brat, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I was retired from the Air Force, and having served in.
Oops, I said Army.
That's okay. We'll forgive
Air
you.
Force.
Yeah, we've got the better football team, so we'll forgive.
Well, let's see how many Army people call up now.
Yeah, right. But it's great to see that he's really walking the walk with the troops and out there entertaining them and supporting them, and speaking from experience, that's just so morale boosting and motivating to the men and women in uniform.
It's amazing. I mean, I know he was there now and dealing with all that, and it's hard because I wanted to keep him on the air a little bit longer, but he's got so much under his belt right now. But it was like coming right up to the break, it was like, bye, Bo, we gotta go, bye, and that's usually the way it is. I mean, if you watch television, live television with a lot of those reality shows like American Idol, that happens a lot. You see Ryan Seacrest, gotta go, or something like that, cutting people off. So it was no intention. Of course, Bo is actually probably one of my favorite because he is one of the most down-to-earth guys that I think I've ever met, and just really sincere. I mean, and that's what's cool about him, and so I'm glad that he's got a great fan base, and hopefully he just keeps growing and growing and growing because he deserves it. But especially, like you said, for everything that he's doing for the troops.
Yes.
Well, we welcome your calls and questions at 866-606-TALK. Actually, out of that story that, before we go out to the break real quick, the story that Jenna did on pets tripping their, guardians and all. Have you guys ever been tripped by I know you have cats.
Almost tripped by the cats several times. I'd actually heard that story that Jenna mentioned just, I think, yesterday on the news, and I was amazed. I didn't realize it was such a high number.
It is amazing, but maybe not, because I'm walking down my hallway in the dark or whatever, and there's the cat darting between my legs. It's like, I'm gonna kill you, Daddy.
Well, I think they do that to us purposely.
Yeah. Well, they know where their food comes from, so they just want to hurt us. They don't want to kill us.
They want to have a little fun with us, I think.
And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters. Sorry, I had to swallow that chocolate.
Give it away, why don't you? Cheating on your diet. I know I am.
What diet?
Yeah. If you want to check us out, you can check us out on the webcam live at TalkinPets.com or myspace.com/TalkinPets. Click on the dog watching TV, and you can watch us live. There's a chat room there as well. If you want to chat with us, you're more than welcome to. But you can give us a call at 866-606-TALK. For the Santonzi family, we got Toby out there in Arizona has a question about his dogs and cats. Hey, Toby, how you doing? Welcome to Talkin' Pets.
Hi, how are you? I'm a truck driver. I drive for Swift. I'm actually really happy to have somebody to talk to. It's been a while.
Hi, Toby.
I have my dog here with me. I was describing to my ex-wife, mother of my children, that how the dog's acting. She thinks he might have worms. And how do I handle this without taking him to a vet?
What makes your ex-wife think that he may have worms?
He's very lethargic. He can't hold anything down. He does get he gets road sickness sometimes. Like driving in the car when he gets motion sickness.
Right.
And so I don't know if that may be it, but he's extremely lethargic. Can't hold anything down. He growls at me when I try to feed him.
How long has this been going on?
How long has it been going on?
Right.
We left about 2 weeks ago. I would say it's been going on for about a week and a half.
How old is he, Toby?
He's 10 years old.
Yeah, I think it actually sounds like something a little more serious than just worms. It could be any number of a variety of issues going on with him. Anything from an intestinal foreign body, something that he ate that's stuck.
Especially at 10 years old, right?
Yeah,
because he's geriatric.
Exactly. Something in his stomach or intestine. It could be something even scarier, like a tumor, like some kind of
she thought it might be worms because he. I pulled over to pee and he was eating on a roadkill.
Okay.
And so he was eating on another dead dog. It was coyote.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
coyote.
And that happened before all of the nausea and the
that
vomiting.
happened before all of that.
Well,
so.
he could also have a bacterial infection from the dead dog that he's picked up, a salmonellosis. The most important thing right now, you need to get him to a veterinarian. He needs to have a good physical exam done and possibly some x-rays and some blood work, but you need to get him to a veterinarian because he sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, Toby, you definitely want to...
That's a tough one. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. If I just dropped him off, do you think that he would, he probably just passed away pretty painlessly, don't you think?
No, I don't think it would be painless. You need to get him in somewhere soon. You need to find a place.
Drop him off.
And Toby, we're at the top, so we got to say goodbye, but definitely listen to the doctor's advice and get the dog in for a checkup because it definitely needs it. Sounds like something out of a horror film, actually, eating on another dog. Even when you stop at a rest area, you should have your dog on a leash because you don't know what they're going to get into or where they're going to roam. So
Absolutely.
You may want to keep a practice on that one too, Toby. Good luck, Toby, in Arizona, and stay safe on the roadway. Don't forget, spay and neuter your pets and help control that pet population. For myself, Jon Patch.
Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Jenna Winters.
And don't forget, BoBice.com. Check him out. And he's the latest CD, of course, that he brought out a while back was Seal of Light. But if you want to check out CMT Camp Nashville, country music's first multi-artist fantasy camp, go to campnashville.com. Or else you can give them a call at 615-254-2315. Talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.
Let's Talk Pets. Every week on demand. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.